All right, what's up everybody? It's Jordan Criddle and I am back with another vlog, and this one is long overdue. I can't lie. Kind of dropped the ball on this one, but it's been like 7 or 8 months since I released my initial thoughts on the Barefoot Footprint 03. So I figured might as well drop a follow-up to that video. Okay, so if you've seen that initial video, you guys know my initial thoughts. You know that I really loved these monitors. You know that I loved the fact that it was almost like 4-in-1. For those of you guys who haven't been here before, I was coming from the Focal Alpha Evo Twin I can't remember the name. Going to the Footprint 03s was definitely a step up in quality from that. So my initial thoughts, I gave them to you guys the same day that I unboxed them, and I loved them right away. However, over the next few days of using the monitors, the thing that I realized is I kept hearing this really slight hiss. Initially, I hadn't seen the reviews of people talking about that hiss problem, so immediately I thought there was something wrong on my end, whether it's like the power or I don't know. I was just trying to plug into different outlets and all sorts of stuff, but the hiss was just like nonstop and it was slight. So initially I was thinking, it's not that big a deal, but I don't mix at loud volumes, and when you're hearing that hiss, it's very apparent. It's very apparent, especially when you're mixing at low volume. Yeah, so that was pair number 1. Sent them back, got a replacement pair. The hiss was still there. Again, at this point, I'm realizing, I'm deep diving through Google forums, watching reviews, all sorts of stuff, and I'm realizing that some of those the initial batch, some of those monitors were dealing with that issue. And so my first 2 pairs both had that problem. So sent that one back. After that, I actually went to the Footprint 02s for maybe like a month, and I really liked those monitors as well. But for the difference in price, I was still a fan of the Footprint 03s. So I was kind of like sitting on the 02s and just trying to decide, man, do I want to eat the cost and just rock with these, or do I want to give the 03s one more chance? They say the third time's the charm. So on my third pair, they're silent. We have no issues with the hiss or anything like that. And yeah, we're good to go. All right, so now that you have the backstory, let me give you 3 reasons why these are an excellent choice for your home studio. Number 1 is going to be the just clarity and detail. Anyone that's used to Barefoot, you already know this, but being able to hear the full spectrum, right? I'm not running a sub with these at all, and being able to hear super lows, super highs, the detail in the mids, being able to hear just depth. I think that's the biggest difference, is the depth and just the clarity, especially in the mid-range, is second to none that I've used. So these will definitely be sticking with me for a long time. And right now I just feel like my EQ choices, my EQ moves are so much better than what they've ever been. And it's just because I can hear what I'm doing. I can hear the slightest movements. And when you can hear that, a little goes a long ways. So that's number 1, is just going to be the clarity and the detail. Number 2 reason why these are a great choice is gotta be the meme technology. Okay, so I talked about this in the first video. There is no substitute in my mind for being able to have 4 monitors basically in one. I really bounce back and forth between flat, old school, and cube. I probably use cube and flat the most, but especially whenever I'm starting to mix, I just flip to cube, and you feel like you have your one Aratone speaker or whatever, one little cube speaker. As far as being able to find balance, as far as being able to make some EQ moves to get clarity and just separation between the elements of your mix, that's literally how I start every mix now. And being able to do that within just one monitor is a game changer. All right, the third reason why these are a great choice is actually the size. So it's funny because whenever I first took them out of the box, they're a lot smaller than what I thought, right? And so I didn't know how to feel about that at first, but then you grab them, you pick them up, you feel them. Like, the build quality is super, super solid. It's quality. It's great quality. I don't feel like Barefoot sacrificed on quality to make a speaker that is more affordable, especially for people in a home studio. So the build quality is top notch. I did upgrade my stand, so I've got Sound Acres with the Footprint O3s. It just feels like a super solid quality setup. So yeah, I think just from like the size, the form factor, and just the overall build quality, they're gonna last a long time, and they fit perfectly in this room. But they definitely pack a punch for the size. So literally a perfect fit in here, and I thought it was time for me to just like tell you guys what has happened, the story, but to also let you know, because a lot of you guys have asked questions on the first video and left comments asking if I was dealing with any hiss or anything like that. So definitely wanted to give you guys the follow-up on that. But long term, I mean, these are what I'm rocking with. So I'm a fan. I would definitely recommend the Footprint O3s. All right, peace, y'all.